But yeah, let's see what this does. You arrived at the inky black mouth of a cave. He just ducked under. That is awesome. His eyes changed though. Nice effect. A strange beast lurked within. It spoke, "Pass one of my trials, and I will be yours," in a raspy voice. 3 creatures will be drawn from your deck. They will decide your success or failure. It spoke again, "But first you will choose a trial." Okay. The Trial of Bones. The 3 drawn cards must cost at least 5 bones combined to pass. We have a few bone cards, but I don't think we have enough. The Trial of Wisdom. The 3 drawn cards must have at least 3 sigils among them to pass. We have a lot of cards with sigils, but we have a few cards that don't, and not many doubles, so that's risky. All 3 cards would have to have at least 1, probably. The Trial of Blood. The 3 drawn cards must cost at least 4 blood combined to pass. That might be our easiest one. We have a couple Moose Elks. We have a lot of 1-cost cards, but with the Wolves, all that stuff, this might be our best chance. Let the Trial of Blood begin. Wolf, Moosebuck, Moleman. 2 from the Wolf, 3 from the Moosebuck, 1 from the Moleman. You have passed the trial. The beast revealed itself. It was... Okay, so we're getting a new card. We just have to pass a trial first. The Warren, with the rabbit and... Is that the beehive? Yep, bees within. So we'll get a rabbit that costs nothing to use his defense when he's played. And then when he's damaged, we'll get a 1/1 flying bee that costs nothing. So that's already kind of a good combo. We get the Bullfrog, which has the Black Goat ability built in. Or it can block a flying creature if we really need it to. Or the Grizzly, a 4/6 that costs 3 that submerges, meaning it can't be killed. Oh. But it'll be hard to summon the Grizzly without something like the Bullfrog. We need some more strength, I think. We'll go with the Grizzly. The Inhabited Grizzly joined your menagerie. The backpack, I think we're full on items, so that doesn't matter. The amount of items you can carry is 3, and you have 3. Instead, perhaps you'll accept this gift from my friend. Hey, it's a little mouse with a pack rat. Oh, I get it, because he's a rat, so he has a pack rat. It's got a backpack icon. Trinket Bearer. When a card bearing the sigil is played, you will receive a random item as long as your pack is not full. Well, that's kind of neat, so I can start using items without worrying too much. Thank you, Mr. Pack Rat. The Prudent Pack Rat. Never doubt the utility of a well-stocked pack. So from here, we've seen most of these symbols. If we go to the right, we'll be locked into the sacrifice altar or the campfire. If we go left, we'll have a elite battle, a random card, and then something new. I'm guessing that just allows us to delete a card. Just a guess, though. So let's go that path just to learn. Okay, so insects can block flying. I don't think I have too many flying, so that's fine. He's got a pair of bees. Not going to block much anyway. So we have an alpha. Unfortunately, the best place to put him is one of these two spots. And if we put him here, the Grand Fur won't get any benefit. So we'll wait to play the alpha. We have a skink who has to be able to move. The only way he could take damage right now, anyway, is from here. And he won't be able to move, so he won't get to use his ability. But we need to get something going, so squirrel into skink. And let's go. Oh yeah, and we're less worried about using our items now. So let's see what we draw. A possum. We don't have enough bones for the possum. And we could get a squirrel, but we couldn't sacrifice him unless we could play something. So we might have to get both of our items. Sacrifice him for the moose buck. Now we can play a possum, who slowly start whittling down that tree. What's that behind his bee? Oh, it's just a mantis. No worries, the moose buck will overkill into it. How many? I can't see how many bones we have. I think we have enough for the alpha now. So once that bee kills a Grand Fur, we can play the alpha. I'll pick up a squirrel. And we'll just attack for now. Oh, I forgot about the possum's overkill. Still can't quite counter bones. Got a wolf. So we can do a wolf for 3 damage right away. But it'd be blocked by the bee. Now, if we want the most overkill damage, now we need more bones to play the alpha. Darn. Oh, easy solution. So what we do is we play the squirrel, sacrifice a squirrel and the skink, play the wolf there, play the alpha there, and this should be the most amount of overkill damage that I've had so far. Oh yeah, overflowing. I hope we find the trapper. So let's go ahead and pick up a random card, which I'm already complaining about a bloated deck. Ah, the elusive otter. It submerges itself during my turn. So that's a cheap version of our grizzly that we have, or at least the ability. Garbage, I don't want that. The inviolable beehive. When it is attacked, you will draw a bee. I remember... You know what? I'm going to show you something real quick. I'm going to pick up the beehive. And we have an opportunity now. I can't actually interact with these. But if we can play a squirrel here and a beehive here, I think that will do something for us. That's why I picked up the beehive. Now we just need the opportunity to do it. And unfortunately, we have a very large deck. So not only do we need a beehive in our hand, we need to not die before we can use it. And look at all them bones. Let's see what's behind the X. You came across some familiar stones, but there was something different. You intuited that the fate of the creature selected for this would not be pleasant. Okay, I have a feeling this is delete a card. The stoat says nope. The stink bug says, Okay, so yeah, this is a way to shrink my deck a little bit. Do we have 3 wolves? No, we have 2 wolves. As much as I like the moose buck, it is a little too expensive for what it does. And we have 2 of them. Another thought is I could just get rid of the ants. Because I don't feel like we have enough to make an ant deck. Oh, this is tough. No, we'll go ahead and get rid of a moose buck. Let's see. You callously slaughtered the moose buck. However, the Bone Lord was pleased by your sacrifice. Okay, so what's this? A minor boon of the Bone Lord. You will start each battle with 1 extra bone. Okay, so that's some extra incentive to pick up some bone cards. You shook off the viscera of the poor moose buck and carried onwards. So that's kind of neat. It's a good way to lessen the load I have. Let's see what this battle has in store. Yep, there's the Bone Lord. He gave me a bone. Oh no. In order to recreate the previous scene, we need this grand fur out of the way. We need a squirrel there and a beehive there, if I recall correctly. But we also have to deal with this stuff. And the kingfisher. It'll take 3 turns for him to kill the grand fur. So we're gonna have to stall a little bit. What do we got here? Got the beehive and the squirrel that we need. We got our other moose buck. And we got a stink bug. So I don't want to use the beehive yet. We can't use the moose buck. We can't use the stink bug. The squirrel we could use, and we could just draw another one. But the thing that I'd want to block, the coyote, will receive 3 damage this turn, maybe draw something that can kill the coyote. Or better yet, as a stall tactic, this is what we'll do. We'll play the squirrel. Once the coyote kills a squirrel, we'll have another bone for the stink bug. And then he can stall out 2 turns. And by then, the kingfisher will have destroyed the grand fur. Yep, I think this is how we do it. We did still take a damage from one of the kingfishers. Oh, I have to draw a card. Well, we're gonna need a squirrel for our recreation. Play the stink bug there. Cracking, says the stink bug. And we'll take 1 more damage from a kingfisher. But I think that's fine for now. And like I said, this is all a theory. Hopefully I remember things correctly. What's he got coming down? A river otter. Okay. We don't want to place anything on the board yet. But next turn we should be able to recreate what I was thinking. So let's take another damage, but this time we'll actually deal a damage. So it's a net 0. Okay. I'll have to draw a card. Let's go and see what we get from here. A possum. That's actually perfect. So the squirrel goes here. I might have been imagining things, but there was even a little bit of a glow around that when we did it. Then the beehive will sacrifice the stink bug. Death again, says the stink bug. Beehive. Oh yeah, screen shook, everything blurred out. I think we nailed it. So after this battle, we'll have to go look at the painting. And now we have enough bones to play the possum, which will play... Doesn't matter, because I'm also going to play... I think that's an otter. I don't think it has flying. Regardless, I'm going to play squirrel here. Sacrifice all of this to play the moose buck. We'll just play him there. And we have enough bones again to play the possum. And now we're starting to do some damage. I keep forgetting about the moose buck and his push things around ability. But we got a bee from our beehive. We don't necessarily need any sacrifice material. The alpha is for bones. Doesn't matter. We'll play our bee here. Do 4 damage. Possum's gonna hit the stump because I forgot about Hefty. I think that's... Yep, Hefty. That's fine though. No overkill damage, but at least we win. And let's get up. Yep, something happened. Guess we can pick that up. And now we're holding it. What do we do with it? Can't place it there. These just look at the puzzles again, which we've already solved. We did solve this one, right? Yeah, they all say 0 of 5, so... we can place that there, but... Oh, there's more teeth. Well, we can place this here, I just don't know what for. Hi. Was he always that close? Oh, yeah, I guess so. I just happened to be standing in a different spot. Can't use a knife. You've plucked that from the oil painting? You must not like the cards that I deal you. Fine. What does that mean? Let me get back up. Yeah, we're not carrying it anymore. Okay, I don't know what that did, but sure. Random card. Okay, so here's a little version of the flower. And he said, you must not like the cards I dealt you. I wonder if this will allow me to re-roll the cards. Well, from what I'm looking at, the Rattler was quite nice as a quick strike to kill something. But 6 bones, even with our minor Bone Lord, that's pretty expensive. The River Otter can't be attacked, so he's safe damage. But we can use the cat multiple times as a sacrifice material, as long as we can keep him from getting damaged. I'm curious to see what this does, so I'm going to test it. It's a reroll. We can get another beehive. The only reason I picked up the first one was because I wanted to test out the painting theory. River Snapper was always a great defensive card, but I think we'll go with Sparrow. Do we want a campfire or a sacrifice? Do we have any cards with abilities that would go good on another card? Well, we could get rid of our beehive and put that ability on something with more defense, like the Mole Man. And we've learned they can have more than one sigil, but what's the max? Because this would put him at 3. I think we'll put the beehive onto the Mole Man. So we'll go to the sacrifice. Hello, says the stink bug. Oh yeah, the stoat doesn't have an ability, so that's fine. Take beehive. And we'll... Your choice, says the stoat. Am I your choice? Says the stink bug. Nope, the Mole Man is my choice. And yep, we can have at least 3 sigils on a card. Oh, there's the Trapper. Nice. But first we have a battle. The Minor Bone Lord. Stinkbug had nothing to say this time. The only thing we can summon, realistically, is the Worker Ant, which won't be damaged by either Kingfisher, and maybe we can get the Ant Queen later, but we do need something to damage the Coyote. Ah, here's what we do. Play a squirrel. Sacrifice it for a Worker Ant. Now we have 2 bones. Put the stink bug here. Masterful, says the stink bug. And once the Coyote comes down, his attack will be lowered to 1, which won't kill the stink bug, and then the stink bug can kill it. But first we'll do 2 damage. Or... no, we don't want to sacrifice that stuff yet for the wolf. It's only 1 extra damage, and will not block the Coyote, so they'll do 4. So we'll not do that. That stings, says the stink bug. We do need some sacrifice material, so we can get our wolf out. It should be safe here, because they have flying and submerge. The sparrow also has flying. So we'll only do 1 damage this time. And they'll do 3 damage. So we're getting a little bit behind, but we'll make up for it with the wolf. It's kind of silly to play River Otter behind this guy, since he'll never die. But that's fine. Pick up another squirrel. Sacrifice both squirrels for the wolf. The wolf will kill the sparrow. We'll deal another 2 damage. We'll receive 2, but then next turn's when we'll really start unleashing. Oh, that's not good. The coyote's gonna kill the wolf when he comes down. I don't think it's worth sacrificing the wolf. We can still get 3 damage out of him. So for now, we'll get a squirrel as sacrifice material. Deal some damage. Okay, now we'll see what we draw. The moose buck. We could use the moose buck to kill the coyote. But we have to sacrifice everything. I think that's fine. Oh, I missed what Stinkbug said. Okay, now they're matching pace with us for damage. I know we have a couple bone cards left. Let's see what we draw. The Alpha. Perfect. Go and place him next to the Moose Buck, and we'll deal 5 damage. Except now, the Moose Buck is no longer next to the Alpha. Got a Sparrow, but we'll need sacrifice material. I think for now we're outpacing them. And if we draw a Squirrel, play the Sparrow, we should end up with 1 overkill damage. Oh, 2 overkill damage. Because the Moose Buck moved back to the Alpha. And now, if I would have played the Sparrow there, it would have been blocked, so that's fine. And now we got plenty of teeth for the Trapper. I've the most exquisite pelts. The first one's free. So we got a free rabbit pelt. I learned these go into my deck, so I don't think I want to spend points on the... I don't even know what these do yet, but the gold pelt seems like the best chance at getting something good, and it can at least last for a little bit as a defensive card. So we'll buy as many of those as we can. You'll need more teeth for that, and we'll just hold on to our extra teeth and take these with us. Much appreciated. Sacrifice or items. We're down to 1 item, the knife, which I still don't know what it does. But if it's anything like the pliers, I don't think I want to know. A powerful item. Turn this and I'll skip my next turn. Oh, that's amazing. We'll take the hourglass. Some bone tokens for a rainy night. Also nice. I think we'll take the piggy bank. And here's the boss we died to last time. We never even really got to experience his phase 1. The mud tugged hard at your feet, forcing you to slow your pace. A rank odor caused your stomach to churn and your eyes to water. It was the rotting fish that hung from the branches around you. A huge man approached. Go fish! Okay, so what are we starting with? He has a Kingfisher for 1 damage. Not much of a start. The skink, I believe, moves to the right. When a card bearing the sigil would be struck, a tail is created in its place, and a card bearing the sigil moves to the right. Okay. So to make the most out of him, I think we want him on the left. Once we sacrifice the smoke, we'll get enough bones for the Alpha, because I can see now that he has a symbol here. Bone King. When a card bearing the sigil dies, 4 bones are awarded instead of 1. So we can put our entire hand out right now. And I think we'll do just that. So we'll do the smoke, squirrel, oh, I might have misplayed that a little bit. The skink can't move if he's blocked in, but without knowing what else he's going to play, not much I can do about it. So we'll sacrifice a smoke for the skink, place him there, Sacrifice a squirrel for the worker ant. Place him there. And now we have enough bones for the alpha. Raise both their attacks. And we'll do 5 damage right away. And hopefully it's not a wall of grizzlies again. Because I don't know how I would get past that. Go fish! Not a wall of grizzlies. What are these bait buckets? So they're obstructions. They have 1 health. I don't know what they do. They gotta serve some kind of purpose. I have nothing in my hand. That makes me nervous. Let's see. We drew our golden pelt. Not the most useful card right now. Let's see what happens. Go fish! Oh, the bait buckets draw great whites. Yeah, that was the worst thing that could have happened. Lucky draw, says the stoat. I don't feel so lucky about that. The good news is we can attack past him. The bad news is these were 4 2s, so he's going to do 12 damage to me. We can stall a turn. I think we'll try that. I'll pass my next turn. Can't really play much. Play a pelt, just because. And we need... I don't think we can sacrifice it. Nah, the golden pelt can't be sacrificed. So we either need a squirrel or a bone card. And we need to be able to do 5 damage. What does this do? Oh my goodness. I just... At least my eye weighs more than a tooth. But I'm kind of missing an eyeball now. And we only need to do 1 damage, so next turn I can draw a squirrel. Okay, I think we're in the clear. I'm obligated to pass. Draw a squirrel. Luckily the eyeball saved the day. Bad play, says the stoat. It's the only play. But now what happens? Need a light? I think he lit my candle, but I can't see over there. Your reward? So there's Child 13 again. I thought maybe he's a card that talks to me, so maybe he is the 3rd talking card. There's the Gek. A largely unimpressive specimen. A strange larva. So after 1 turn, it evolves into something. Oops, I didn't mean to take it. I meant to right-click it to read it. Oh well, now we have the strange larva. Believe it or not, you're not the first to lose an eye here. This isn't much fun if you're half blind. Perhaps you'd like to replace it? So he's just got a bunch of eyeballs. What color eyes would I like? Or do I want this weird trippy looking eye with the 2 irises? Let's go with that. There we go, I can see clearly again. Better? Regardless, the choice is final. considered one of the angler's catches as a meal, but the rank odor deterred you. Dinner would have to wait. Let me think. A frigid gust of wind billowed, unwelcome, into your lungs. The beauty of the falling snow failed to distract you from the chill in your bones. You had ascended to the snow line. Well, we made it past the angler, so progress. Did have to lose an eye to do it. Anything change here? More teeth. I'll take those. Still don't know what the deal with that is. Yeah, nothing interactable other than the puzzles. This is solved. Was that always there? Whoa. One of his eyes lit up. Is his other eye lit up too? Yeah. I don't know if that was always there before. Nevertheless, can't seem to do anything with it yet. Nothing new in the safe. Nothing new with the figures. We took a flower out of there. Still don't know what's going on with this clock. Anything happen when they're all at 12? What if they're all at 6? This game is kind of evil. No. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this. Okay. And this is another question for us. I doubt he's written anything new in the rulebook. Still can't read these. Nope, nothing new in the rulebook that I can tell. So, no new changes here. I'm not sure what this symbol is. One way to find out. You encountered a small outpost in the woods, tended by a mysterious woman. It was the trader that the old trapper had mentioned. Her appearance was unsettling, but you were mollified by her offerings. Do you mind if I examine those pelts of yours? Sweet. Let's start with your hair pelts. Here's what I can offer. I can trade you any of these. Take your time. Okay. After looking at the rulebook, I just learned this is one of the ones that's obscured. Everything else we've seen. We've never owned a bloodhound. Oh, technically we haven't seen this one. Oh, I wonder if I can right-click. Let me try to get rid of this message without accidentally taking something. There we go. So the elk fawn is new. I'm guessing it grows into an elk. Oh, sprinter. I want to know what the other one is. Fledgling. A card bearing the sigil will grow into a more powerful form after one turn on the board. Okay. So yeah, I'm guessing it turns into the... I think it was a 2/4 that had sprint. So not bad for a 1 cost. But I'm curious about this. Card counter. The value represent to number of... So just a guess. I'm guessing his power is equal to the number of cards in my hand. So unlike the Rattler, which is a defined 3-1. This is a mystery 1. It's cheaper than the Rattler. Rattler costs 6 bones. This just costs 1 sacrifice. But assuming we have a hand size of 4, use a squirrel to play as a summon card or as a sacrifice card, and then play this, it'll be a 2-1 in our hand until we can draw other stuff. So he doesn't seem all that powerful. I'm tempted to take him just to know if I'm right about the mechanic. This possum isn't buffed up like our possum. The skunk doesn't do anything offensively. He's more of a stall tactic. I think we'll take the elk fawn. Is that a golden pelt? Magnificent. Oh, wow. So we got much better cards. These are the rare cards. Haven't seen the Mantis God before. It looks like he has a trifurcated strike. Card bearing this sigil will strike each opposing space to the left, right, and center of it. So just a better Mantis, and still costs 1. Still only is a 1-1, but it's basically 3 damage spread out. Or the Amalgam. He doesn't have any rules, so he's just a 3-3 that costs 2. We have a Mole Man for defense. I don't see any situation that we can get a Urayoli out. We'll pick up the Mantis God. Oh, and with the golden pelt, we'll pick up the other card we haven't seen. These pelts are most excellent. My thanks. And now we get a backpack to replenish our missing stuff. We can get the knife back. Cut out our new eye. I mean, unlike the pliers, this actually is what allowed us to win. Getting 4 damage tipped our way is awesome. Does it just me, or does this black goat look a lot cuter than the other one did? Actually, everything's kind of sparkly. Is that from my new eye? I just realized the scissors look a little sparkly. Pliers don't. But the black goat looks cuter. I'll take the black goat. We got a totem battle or a regular battle. Either way, we go back to the trapper. I think the regular battles are supposed to be easier, so we'll do that. Our deck is awfully thick right now. Alright, so he's got a mole who will move to block, and a moose buck who will push stuff around. That's 3 damage coming in, and it's also hard to defend against. We have a moose buck of our own. We got our little elk fawn. Okay, here's what we do. The stink bug will die to the moose buck if he blocks it. So we'll play the squirrel. Sacrifice a squirrel for an elk fawn. Then we have 2 bones we can use for the stink bug. Masterful, says the stink bug. Now we'll deal 2 damage. He's gonna deal 3, so he's already winning. Yep, and our elk grew up, just like I thought. Which, well, they're going to get blocked by the mole, so it doesn't matter. What we'll do is we'll draw a squirrel. Play the squirrel. Take our cute little black goat. Sacrifice a squirrel for the black goat. And sacrifice the black goat for the moose buck. And now they should kind of move together, and we'll be ahead on damage to it. So we can negate the incoming damage until we can kill the mole with these guys. I think that was the right move. That was not the right move, because I'll move before the moose buck does. Uh-oh. Unless we draw a bone card. We did, but we don't have enough bones. I didn't think that one all the way through. So, we're 1 damage point away from losing. Oh, we got our piggy bank. Or we could cut out an eye again. But I'm kind of liking this glittery stuff, so we'll hold off on that till we need to. So here's what we'll do. Use our piggy bank. We have enough for the alpha now. The moose buck will be strong enough to kill their moose buck. So we won't take that damage from the moose buck moving out of the way. Plus we did a little damage of our own. And yep, their elk can't kill my stink bug because he's stinky. But we do have another mole in the way. That's fine. Get some oh, guess I didn't need sacrifice material since I didn't even have anywhere to put it to begin with. But this is fine. We're still net positive on damage. We could bring our stoat out. No real reason to yet. So we won't. Oh, our alpha's gonna die to their elk. Their elk's not gonna die yet. But it also won't get through to deal damage. So we won't receive any damage. Oh, we did enough to win. So it didn't matter. And let's see how many teeth we have to give the trapper. I don't think we have too many more than the last time we saw him. Me pelts are clean. Have a free one. Oh, they got more expensive. Well, at least we got a free rabbit pelt. Not that I wanted it. Oops. I forgot, when I click on that, it means we're done. We might have had enough for the golden pelt, which is the only thing I would have bought anyway. But it did get more expensive. Oh well. Accidents happen. Thanks for your patronage. At least we left with something. We can get rid of another card. Go to a campfire to boost a card. Or sacrifice a card to strengthen another. Let's look at her deck. I feel like we're getting far too many cards. The Mantis God poses an interesting option. Oh wait, if we put a sigil on a card, we can't put another sigil on it. I was gonna say, if we could put this ability on another cheap card that has plenty of attack. Oh, we could put it on the elk fawn, who will grow into something. I think that's what we'll do. We'll sacrifice the Mantis God and put it on the elk fawn, who grows into an elk. So he can do 2 damage in 3 lanes. I don't even think we've drawn the grizzly. I forgot we even had it. Another option is we could put it on a regular wolf. It only costs 2, but that'd be 9 damage spread amongst 3 lanes. Or we could put it on the strange larva we just got. And We don't know what it's going to grow into. So we don't know if it's as good as the elk fawn or not. I think we'll do it on the elk fawn. So we'll go to the sacrifice route. Go ahead. The choice is yours, says the stink bug. Go and pick the mantis god. And... hello, says the stink bug. I'll go, says the stoat. I don't think so, buddy. We had a plan. I just gotta find it. Elk fawn. There we go. I think that was best out of the options I had. Oh, but we are going to a totem battle. No worries. So it looks like his birds are gonna have Stinky. Me again, says the stoat. We got our Ant Queen. Turkey Vulture, a 3/3 with flying that's also stinky. Our Bullfrog could block, but then won't be able to do any damage. And that'd just be blocking for 2 turns. Or if we use the knife, we can win in turn 1. Since I don't have a good way to deal with that, and once the mole comes down, he's going to start blocking everything. I think we need to try to win turn 1. So squirrel. Into stoat. Yup. Cut out our shiny eye. That's rough. I hate it when that happens. Even though I did it to myself. And then we'll attack to put us over. There we go. Would you care for a new eye? I sure would. I like being able to see. And you seem to have plenty of them here. Wonder if any of these other eyes have any cool abilities. I don't know, these 3 are kind of hidden to me. The rest just kind of look like normal eyes. Although this shade of green's a little... No, that one, it's kind of hard to tell because I'm blind out of that eye. But they might be the same shade. I'm just going to pick one of the ones I can't see and think maybe it has something going on. Nope, just a nice... Happy with that one. As far as I can tell, it's just a standard new eye. Pick a random card. Oh, and we, I guess, get to use this anytime this is an option. The inevitable maggot. They will lurch forth from your hand when your creatures are killed. Huh. Corpse Eater. If a creature that you own perishes by combat, a card bearing the sigil in your hand is automatically played in its place. Well, that seems super strong. Alright. The Pernicious Vulture, a tyrant of the skies. So we saw last round. He looks strong, but 8 bones, so that's a hefty cost. The Corpse Maggot's 5 bones is still pretty hefty, but that has a different way to come out. So I think I like that one better already. Or a 2/3 that costs 2. We could re-roll, but I like this card. So we'll do that. Oh, and we can sacrifice something. I'm already having a thought. We'll sacrifice a Corpse Maggot. Oh, that Grizzly, well, do we have any other expensive cards? The Moose Buck. Okay. I was thinking the Grizzly, but I forgot we already put something on it. Oh, Marvelous, says the stink bug. And I'll go, says the stoat. But we'll do the moose buck. That's our expensive card. And now he could be played straight from our hand, as long as something on the board dies. And here's a regular battle. Nice, top deck, says the stoat. We got the pack rat, who, as long as we don't have items, will give us an item. He costs 2, though, and he's only a 2/2. So maybe he wasn't as good as I originally thought. Our choices are the skink or the stoat. He's got a mole man and a moose buck. The moose buck's going to hurt, and the mole man is going to block any form of offense we can generate for a while. And it's hard to block him effectively because he moves around. So we're already kind of in trouble.